perfection. The perfect little bite. Cheerio. This is delightful. Alright guys, so for breakfast we are just having really easy scrambled eggs. I just mixed in some cottage cheese just for some extra protein. And then yeah, just using this method where you start pulling in all the edges and then just like slowly cook it until it's barely set. Serve that on top of my toast and that was breakfast. Simple and yet delicious. And I always start the morning off with lots of water. Good morning, good morning. It is Monday and we've had a little bit of a sleep in because it is both our days off. Just look at the beautiful sun coming in through the windows. Like, stunning. Anyways, my husband is having his eggs with a side of salami. Seriously, that first sip of coffee, beautiful. After a good night's rest too, bear in mind. We are on our way to go for a little run. Not gonna lie, it's taken us a very long time to get out of the house. And I'm just chowing down on another piece of fruit toast because I'm hungry this morning. And I feel tired. So there you go. Carbs are fuel.
It's flipping windy today.
So I don't know about you, but I always kind of need a little caffeine fix sometime in the mid-afternoon, just because, you know, I love the taste. And so my husband's just having a double espresso, and then I'm actually gonna make this little pistachio protein coffee. So just mixing in some of my pistachio protein and then topping it off with my coffee, which I literally spilled everywhere.
Oh my God, bro.
Anyways, look how pretty she is. Just delicious. Alright, so I am currently assembling our bowls right now for dinner. This is what we're working with at the moment. Just something, again, very, very easy, very, very light. I'm just gonna add a little bit of kimchi to mine. My husband isn't the biggest fan of kimchi, so that's fine. More for me. And yeah, like I mentioned, this is basically just all my existing meal prep from the video I just made. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cottage cheese to the middle right there. And it may seem odd to put cottage cheese with the vermicelli noodles, but trust me, it's a combination that works. By the way, guys, I just got my nails done. I know this is terrible, terrible lighting for you guys to see, but yes, they're just press-ons. But anyways, here are all our bowls. My husband is actually finishing up his workout outside. He's just doing a little bit of an upper body sesh. And then we're just gonna chow down on this. Might have dessert, might see. I haven't had many sweet things today, so. All right, everyone, I am going to share this cookie with my husband because, like I said, I just needed a sweet treat and I forgot that we had this in the fridge. So yeah, a quarter of a cookie, that's basically what I'm having. So there you go. Now, lunch again was quite literally using up all the leftovers that I had from the meal prep video that I did. And so chicken, sweet potato, cottage cheese, and then in another dish, my fresh vegetables and sides. So that shaved carrot salad plus some kimchi. And yeah, that was lunch. It was absolutely delicious. Hello everyone, we are back from work and it is dark and gloomy outside. Like, look at that. Look at that nasty weather. Nasty. Anyways, I am starving and I'm tired. So I originally just really badly wanted to get takeout. But we resisted, and so I am just gonna make a super quick and easy salad. Just whip it together, yada, yada, yada. For tonight, we are going to make a really easy mango, avocado, salmon salad. So let me just show you. Let me just show you what we do. Just gonna grab a little chopping board. All right, so sadly, it is not mango season in Australia at the moment because it is almost winter. So I've just got some frozen mango and my friend did this actually and I was astounded. I don't know why I've never thought about this before, but just going to throw some of those frozen mango chunks into my big bowl. And we're just going to microwave this for 30 seconds just to let it defrost. I don't want to heat them up. Very nice and defrosted. And so I've just got a punnet of cherry tomatoes. Just gonna wash that up. That's a big cucumber. Throw all that into the bowl. Okay, she's looking good. She's looking bountiful so far. Just going to add the remainder of my cause lettuce. Quickly tear it in. And now for me avocado. A nice little dice and squeeze it right over. Just gonna do a little bit of lime juice, bit of salt because we have avocado and tomatoes in there and they both taste much better when they have salt in them. Some black pepper, some of this chili lime seasoning. Now I'm gonna add in me salmon. So whole thing goes in, 200 grams of smoked salmon. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna add in some high protein yogurt for dressing slash extra protein because believe it or not, salmon does not pack that much protein in it. Now we can actually toss our salad. I wish I had one of those really nice like big fancy salad spoons. There we go. Isn't she beautiful? All right, gonna plate her up and dinner is served. I just have a little bit left and TBH, I might just make that into like a bit of a side for tomorrow's lunch or something. So I'm just gonna set that aside and keep that for tomorrow. And voila, dinner is served. Let me just do a little taste test for the cam. Just wanna make sure that this bite has a little bit of everything, you know? Look at that bite. Actually, I'm missing a tomato, hang on. Yeah, nice. Oh my days. That's amazing. Good morning, everybody. So we unfortunately have no eggs this morning because both times that we went to the shops to get some, they didn't have any. So we're stuck in this conundrum, absolute conundrum of what to eat. We have spinach, we have beans, and we have beef mince.
You guys, I just ran like almost 10K. I'm shocked. Bruh. I feel so good. I feel so good.
All right, so after my run, I had this funky looking organic apple. She's a bit dented, but you know, she still hit the spot. And then I went to this new banh mi place that opened up around the corner from my workplace. It is thick. Let me tell you all, it is a value for money. And then just having one of these little protein drinks that I found, it is so good. This one was like banana honey version. Like I said, this banh mi was massive. Anyways, I had to just eat lunch while at the desk because there was lots to do that day. All right, everyone, pardon the hair, but we are back at home and we don't have much time because we had a church event tonight. And so just need to quickly put together something for dinner that's gonna be comforting and satiating. I have got half of this like little potato cheese focaccia that my husband brought home today. So he's already eaten one half. So I'm just going to add a couple of ingredients to make it, you know, a well-balanced meal. So I'm just going to microwave that up to heat it up. Then I have some leftover salad from last night. Just gonna add a bunch of spinach, flaked salt, a little bit of balsamic glaze. Just going to toss that all together. And then I've got the remainder of my leftover chicken from my meal prep video that I just posted. So just gonna heat that up as well. beverage. Okay, now because my husband has already had his half, I am going to just add some of the chicken. My husband and I, if I'm being totally honest, we're just gonna eat straight out of the bowl here. So I'm just gonna divvy up the salad like so. And then I'm just gonna add the remaining chicken to his half. And that will be his dinner. I'm also just gonna add the smallest amount of spicy mayo to mine. Just for a little kick, you know, just a tiny little punch. Okay, again, like I said, ignore the hair. But let's chow down on this, shall we? Let's give it a little taste test. So solid. Make sure you get your greens in. I'm just a big believer that if you want to improve in your athletic ability and your stamina and just overall fitness, then you need to be fueling up on like healthy food. Yeah, solid. I mean, like, look at that cross section. Oh yeah, carbs on carbs, plus protein, plus some healthy fiber and healthy fats. Nutrition. Hello everyone, welcome to Thursday. So we literally had almost nothing left in the fridge at this point in time, and my brain cells were obviously a little bit dead. So I'm just having some protein yogurt with some frozen mango that I defrosted, and yeah, topped it off with some granola and Nutri-Grain, and that was pretty much the ugliest yogurt bowl I've ever made in my life. And then just having some toast with peanut butter and cottage cheese. I love combining cottage cheese with my peanut butter. It just cuts through the peanut butter like thickness, you know? It just makes it a little bit lighter, plus boosting up the protein. So yeah, win-win. And yeah, that was breakfast. Hello. It is lunchtime. Actually, technically it's not lunchtime yet. It's 11:12, but I am absolutely starving because I've done a cycle workout this morning. And then I've just been on my walking pad literally for the past, how long has it been? 2.5 hours, just smashing out work. And I've effectively, according to my watch, I have burned 815 calories so far this morning. And all I've had to eat was just breakfast. And so, yes, I am starving. And so I went down to the shops and picked up some stuff, but my husband's just at work at the moment, but he's got a half day today. So he should be home around midday. And I don't think I can wheel myself to wait another 45 minutes for him to get here. So I bought this. Of course, my favorite of all time, the Chinese chicken wings, because you know what? I saw them in the hot display case and I was ravenous. And so I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna get a pack to share. One pack to share with my husband. And so I am just gonna go ahead and munch on one of these right now because your girl needs some sustenance. That is good. Okay, that honestly was just incredibly satisfying. And so now I'm gonna have an orange, you know, for health. All right, we're gonna start prep for lunch, and I'm just going to make a super quick and easy tuna salad, rice bowl kind of vibe. By the way, I always store my unfinished onions and avocado, etc., just in a little glass container. I'm trying to teach my husband to do the same, you know, but it's a slow process, not gonna lie. Okay, just gonna chop up an onion. Ooh, actually, I probably really should have done dices. That's all right. I'm just gonna do a very rough chop of these. I've also got an avocado that I am just going to add to this. Stunning. Always love a perfect avocado. Alrighty, I'm going to use half this pack of brown rice and quinoa. I know it's pronounced quinoa, alright everyone. By the way, it's actually really entertaining to me sometimes when I get comments like, I've never heard anyone pronounce garlic like the way I pronounce it. And I say jarlic. It's just a play on words. Jarred garlic. Jarlic. So that's why, if you ever get confused why I pronounce garlic with a J, that's why. That's why. Anyways, just going to heat up, like I said, half of this. A little bowl. So now we're just gonna add all of our rice. And a bit random, I know, but I'm actually gonna be adding in some chia seeds because chia seeds are packed with nutrition and protein. Bunch of cottage cheese to make it creamy and so that the liquid from the cottage cheese will kind of make the chia seeds, you know, do their thing and expand so that you can actually digest them. And then I'm also gonna add a bunch of fettuccine. And just for some flavor, I'm gonna be adding in just a little bit of spicy mayo. All right, that should be all good to go. Okay, now with this, I'm gonna be pairing it with some seaweed snacks, one for me, one for my husband. Very big, like, non-cooking day for me, honestly. I'm going to break out my chopsticks and be a real Asian today. All right, so gonna grab my little seaweed snack, pop the perfect little bite. Cheerio. Heck yeah, that is so good. Oh my days, I just realized I didn't add any salt to this. Just like the smallest amount of salt just to tie in all the flavors. I'm just gonna pop the lid onto that, store it in the fridge until we are ready for lunch. Set a timer for 7 minutes. All right, so honestly, I really wanted pho tonight, but you know, this broth and noodle soup is really ticking my boxes, so I'm happy, I'm satisfied. Good morning, good morning. It is currently like 8 something. My watch is currently strapped to my ankle because I'm about to hop onto my walking pad and get some editing done. I'm probably going to be editing this video that you're watching right now. It's a bit gloomy outside, not gonna lie. It is not looking too pretty today in terms of weather. Alas, here we are. Anyways, I'm going to make a little protein matcha because I need a little pick-me-up. We're doing a little bit of a protein matcha today because I can't help myself. I am slightly obsessed. And even though it is a little bit cooler, I'm still going to make a iced matcha because I prefer them when they're iced. Cheers, my friends. Let's get to work. As you can see, I have my hydration station right here, ready to slay. Just look how pretty the sky looks right now with the sun setting. So nice. Autumn is here. Anyways, we are home and I am in the mood for a celebratory meal. All right, so we have a few of these really, really yummy bread rolls like that. And so I think I'm just going to make some sliders. So we just popped down to the shops. I just got cupcake icing on my flipping jumper. Oh, that's so annoying. My husband also brought me back home a cute little cupcake. How cute is that? He's so cute. We're gonna share that. Honestly, can't take me anywhere, I swear. Just popped down to the shops and I got little beef patties.
Somebody's fool, but all I remember now is being with you. Light up every room like a super balloon. You put me together when I was broken too. Fireworks in the dark, superstar. You're all I wanna see. Oh, I just can't believe how much you got my heart. You are a shooting star. Some things make sense to me, but I still can't believe how wonderful.
Damn, she's
you are.
thick. Thick slider.
Wonderful you are.
Look at that. Look at that. I don't even know if I can get my mouth around this.
So good I don't know what to call you. I'm feeling bad for anyone who's ever lost you. Stuck on the feelings, head in the deep end. Spend all my weekends on you, beautiful.
Alright guys, we have showered. Skincare has been done. And now it's time to rot on this couch and watch Netflix. So I'm gonna actually dig into this cupcake. I cannot remember the last time I had a cupcake. Did you know that you guys are supposed to take the bottom half of the, oh my god, this is a moist cupcake. The bottom half and then put it on top. Except I think I've ruined the whole thing because this cupcake is very moist. I've ruined it. I've actually ruined it. That hits the spot. And then of course, these were on sale. So I got the banana one for my husband. And I have the chocolate one for myself. And that's gonna be a wrap on today. Ciao! Good morning, you guys.
Yeah, anyways, it's early. Just gonna start off with some water. So today's kind of a large day for both my husband and I. He's working and then heading to an event and then going for a long run. So he needs lots of fuel. And then I've got a work event on that I am helping to run today. These are my pre-made soft-boiled eggs that I've been storing in the fridge. And just to heat them up a bit without cooking them, I'm just putting them in some boiling water. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be kind of a large day. Lots of running around. So I just wanna make sure that we are properly fueled. Some salt on the avocado. Apparently you always roll your eggs like this so that it can form these little micro cracks. So that helps with the peeling process.
There's no other way, yeah. Yeah, I need you to promise that you'll stay. We'll never run out of things to talk about. I don't know how.
And breakfast is served.
You holding me in the night, feel alive, knowing that if you need me, I'll be waiting for you. If you want me, nothing I wouldn't do.
Hello everyone. I apologize for lunch. I was just like running around. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before on this channel. I work part-time in the events field and we just had a big event on today and I was kind of overseeing and in charge of the hospitality and catering side of it. So I just had a little bit of this and that. We basically did Mexican beef bowls as one option and then lasagna as another option. I had a little bit of the beef, I had a lot of the lettuce, I had a little bit of potato salad, and I had some of that tomato salsa. I didn't have any of the rice, TBH, because I find when I have rice in the middle of the day, I tend to feel really tired and sluggish afterwards. Had a few nibbles on the corn chips, and then yeah, I had that little cup of like chocolate covered strawberries and bananas. Just poured myself a little drink. I took home some of that lettuce that we had left over and I just cannot be stopped. If I'm being really honest, cannot be stopped to cook. So I have thrown my chicken tendies in the oven. Pretty sure they're almost ready to go. My husband actually is running at the moment, so it's his long run day and he cannot skip that. He is currently running, I think it was 15K that he wanted to do. So I'm eating without him because I'm hungry. So literally just in the Tupperware that it came in, I am literally just gonna take my chicken tenders and cut it up. Directly into my lettuce because like I said, cannot be stopped today. I'm ready to eat, sit on my couch, watch some Netflix. And because my husband isn't home, I'm ready to watch all my sappy little rom-coms that he cannot stand. All right, just gonna add some of that spicy mayo, just a little bit. The lettuce is basically just very simply dressed with a little bit of olive oil and some mixed Italian herbs. All right, bon appetit, my friend. This is delightful. All right, we've smashed through dinner. And I'm gonna have one of these because they're on sale at the moment and I feel like something sweet. So that is probably going to be it for today. We do have a cheeky little bag of popcorn in the cupboard, so I'll see if my husband is up for it. But yeah.
Good morning and welcome to Sunday. So essentially just back to our usual program of eggs on toast, but this time I'm going to be adding in some baked beans. This has just become a recent fixation of mine, just a little bit of baked beans with just, some sweet chili jam because I feel like the sweet chili jam just really takes those beans up to the next level. And oh my goodness, this just hits the spot. So for lunch that day, I'm going to be using up some of the leftover cos lettuce salad that I made from that event and then just pumping it up with some pickled onions, cooking up the remaining 2 patties just for a little bit of extra protein because we're having pizza. Alrighty, it is Sunday, so that means that it's pizza day. This has just become a little tradition of ours. Let's have a little bit of the leftover salad from yesterday and I jazz it up with some pickled onions and just a smashed up beef patty for some extra protein. That's lunch. Hello everybody, we are back from church and it was such a good Sunday, but we are starving now. So as you saw, we just had that tiny little bowl. It was literally I think this big. So it's just a small little portion. Anyways, I have a bowl of yogurt and now I'm just going to add a banana. And honestly, I'm gonna share this with my husband and I'm only gonna make 1 bowl because I can't really be bothered washing up another dish. You know what I mean? Voila. And I'm gonna add Nutri-Grain. And ending the video off strong with our favorite popcorn. We're gonna share that bag as well. Just gonna add a little sprinkle of Nutri-Grain and we're just gonna share that. So voila, another end to a delicious week of eats. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you were inspired. Thank you for watching it to the end if you're still here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao for now.